For the first time, St Moritz is hosting Winter Raid, Switzerland's biggest vintage car rally held in the winter months. For 3.5 days, around 60 vintage cars are manoeuvred over wintry alpine roads, to Innsbruck and Kitzbühel in Austria, across the Bavarian Alps and back to Switzerland. The brothers Urs and Andreas Weibel, together with their sons Lorenz and Sandro, are participating in the event for the first time. They started working on their cars weeks in advance in order to make them fit for the special winter conditions.
We're
taking 2 cars to the rally. This one is a Beetle from 1948. My dad will drive it and I'll be his co-driver. My uncle will drive this Volkswagen Beetle from 1955, together with his son as co-driver. This one has cable brakes, not hydraulic ones. It's quite difficult to drive. And it has a non-synchronous transmission. This means you have to work a lot with the clutch whenever you want to shift gears, which takes a lot of experience.
We're installing the winter gear. We replace old rubber with silicone. Window washing liquid has to be frost resistant. And we add isopropanol to prevent freezing of the carburetor. A problem only with the old engines.
On the opening night, just minutes away from the start, Urs Weibel and his son Lorenz are discussing the route over the Bernina Pass. Will their Beetle manage the extreme conditions?
Hi there! Before you set off, there's a little test. In 9 seconds, you have to get from point A to point B. Get it right. Don't go too fast, okay?
3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2, 3, slower. 5, 6, you're too fast. 8, 9, done. Gosh, that's difficult.
A toast to the first successful drive. This was just the beginning, though. The real challenge will be the next day.
It was tricky in parts. The streets were icy. I had to drive carefully in the bends, since I could hardly see anything. But after a while I got used to it, and we managed the route quite quickly.
Early the next morning, after a short night, the drivers are briefed on the journey to Kitzbühel in the Austrian Tyrol. And then there's no time to lose.
We received a road book and a sheet with the average speed for the first stretch we're going to drive today.
The father and son teams meticulously study the routes and make time and speed calculations. The goal is not to drive as quickly as possible, but to do the stretches precisely within a given time frame. One by one, the vintage vehicles make their way to the start line. But the Black Beetle is finding it hard to start.
Try again. Without the choke. Press the throttle. Let's open the windows.
That's it, good.
And just in time, Urs and Lorenz Weibel reach the start line.
4, 3, 2, 1.
What's the first test going to be?
We don't know yet. It just says there'll be 5 in total.
There must be one still in Switzerland then.
Over the next 3 days, the drivers will have to manage more than 1,000 kilometers. Winter Raid is not about winning, but about the adventure. It's the perfect event for vintage car fans to meet and to give the cars a run.